In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 25th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Kansas City Royals versus Washington Nationals. The Kansas City Royals, boasting an 82-74 record, are set to face off against the Washington Nationals, who sit at 69-87 in interleague play at Nationals Park. This matchup pits a team fighting for a postseason berth against one that has been officially eliminated from playoff contention. The Royals are the superior team in this matchup and should have an opportunity to break out of their recent slump against the Nationals. The Nationals lineup has taken a hit, particularly after their top shortstop, C.J. Abrams, was demoted to single as a disciplinary measure, leaving them with limited offensive threats. Meanwhile, the Royals will see the return of Michael Lorenzen, who is coming back after a month-long recovery from a hamstring injury. Given his recent time off, it is unlikely that the Royals will push him too hard in this game. Another significant advantage for Kansas City lies in the bullpen. The Royals relievers rank 12th in Major League Baseball with a 3.49 earned run average, while the Nationals bullpen struggles, ranking 26th with a 4.92 earned run average. Both teams have stumbled down the stretch of the season, but the Royals remain in the thick of the playoff race, while the Nationals are simply playing out the string. Kansas City has endured a 7-game losing streak entering Tuesday's game, managing to score only 13 runs during that stretch, with just 4 runs in their last 5 games combined. However, the Royals are facing a Washington team that has nothing left to play for, having been eliminated from postseason contention. The Nationals scored 14 runs in their last 7 games leading into Tuesday, with 5 of those runs coming in their lone victory and 6 coming in a loss during the series opener against the Cubs. With Washington focusing on developing younger players, the Royals, who are in desperate need of a win, have a clear edge. Therefore, the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. Offensive production has been sparse for both teams over the past week, as each squad has averaged fewer than 2 runs per game during that span. Washington ranks 24th in the majors in terms of runs per game, averaging just 4.09 runs per contest, which only slightly increases to 4.12 runs per game when they play at home. On the other hand, Kansas City, despite their recent offensive woes, ranks 12th in MLB with 4.61 runs per game, although that figure dips slightly to 4.45 runs per game when playing on the road. With both teams struggling to generate runs, concerns about run production are justified. Washington has been giving the majority of playing time to younger players as they evaluate their future potential. Since the All-Star break, Washington's DJ Hurts has been solid, pitching to a 3.78 earned run average and holding opposing hitters to a .197 batting average, which indicates the Royals lineup will likely continue to face difficulties. Washington's offense, however, poses little threat, and they are unlikely to light up the scoreboard either. The offensive struggles of both teams have been glaring, with Kansas City averaging just 0.75 runs in their last 4 games and Washington managing 2.4 runs in their last 5. While it's true that Kansas City's win on Tuesday came after scoring just 1 run in 10 innings, that victory could serve as a confidence booster for a team that has been on a downward slide as the season winds down. The Royals, with their playoff hopes still alive, should feel a heightened sense of urgency in this final stretch of games, and I believe they'll deliver in the clutch once again. Given the lack of offensive firepower on both sides, expect this game to fall short of the projected total. As a result, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Orioles versus New York Yankees. The Baltimore Orioles are hitting the road to face off against the New York Yankees at the iconic Yankee Stadium. This matchup promises to be an intense battle between 2 competitive teams, each vying for victory as the season progresses. In their recent weekend series, the Orioles took on the Detroit Tigers. Baltimore kicked things off with a dominant 7-1 win in the Friday game, but unfortunately, they couldn't sustain the momentum and dropped the next 2 contests. On Tuesday, the Orioles faced off against the Yankees Yankees and got off to a strong start, taking an early 2-0 lead and never relinquishing it, securing a 5-3 victory. Dean Kremer delivered a solid performance on the mound, pitching 5 innings and allowing just 1 earned run. For Wednesday's game, Baltimore will turn to Zach Eflin, who has been a key contributor this season. Eflin enters the contest with a 10-9 record and a 3.53 earned run average across 27 starts. Over the course of his career, Eflin has amassed a 62-62 record with a 4.16 earned run average in 185 games, 173 of which were starts. On the other side, the New York Yankees come into the series riding high after sweeping the Oakland Athletics over the weekend. They posted victories of 4-2, 10-0, and 7-4, showcasing their offensive firepower. However, Tuesday's game against Baltimore didn't go as planned. Despite a couple of productive innings, the Yankees couldn't keep up, falling 5-3. Clark Schmidt started the game and managed to pitch 5.1 innings, giving up 3 earned runs on 4 hits and a walk. For Wednesday's game, New York will hand the ball to Nestor Cortes. Cortes has had an up-and-down season, currently holding a 9-10 record with a 3.77 earned run average in 31 games, 30 of which were starts. Over his career, Cortes has compiled a 33-21 record with a 3.8 earned run average in 135 games, 86 of which have been starts. Wednesday's matchup features Nestor Cortes for the Yankees and Zach Eflin for the Orioles. Cortes has faced Baltimore twice this season, with mixed results. He delivered a strong performance in one outing, but struggled in the other. Meanwhile, Eflin has faced the Yankees 3 times this year and pitched exceptionally well in 2 of those starts. Both teams possess potent offenses, but the Yankees currently hold a comfortable lead over the Orioles in the division. Despite this, both squads will be hungry for a win in this crucial contest. Given the recent form of both pitchers, I anticipate Eflin will outshine Cortes, giving the Orioles the edge in this matchup. Therefore, the Baltimore Orioles money line is our full game side pick. This game has all the makings of a fantastic pitching duel. Zach Eflin has been in stellar form since joining the Orioles at the trade deadline, consistently delivering strong outings. On the other hand, Nestor Cortes has been particularly effective when pitching at Yankee Stadium and has been in excellent form over the past month. Given the quality of these 2 pitchers, I expect this to be a closely contested game with runs at a premium. As a result, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets vs. Atlanta Braves. The New York Mets are set to face off against the Atlanta Braves, with both teams vying for crucial postseason berths as the regular season winds down. The Mets currently boast a record of 87-70, and their recent surge, winning 7 of their last 10 games, has secured them a spot in the National League wild card race. On the other side, the Braves are close behind with an 86-71 record. Despite their strong form, which includes a 3-game winning streak, they still sit just outside of the final wild card position in the National League. Both teams are eager to finish strong, making this matchup all the more significant. In typical Mets fashion, there's always the potential for them to falter when it matters most. Dropping all 3 games against the Braves would put their wild card position in serious jeopardy, despite being on the brink of locking it up. However, several key factors point toward the Braves having the upper hand in this series. Mets pitcher David Peterson has shown inconsistency in 2 of his last 4 starts, while Atlanta's Chris Sale has been nothing short of dominant. Since June 1st, Sale has allowed 2 runs or fewer in each of his starts, positioning himself as a potential Cy Young contender. This game, while not officially a playoff match, carries playoff-like stakes. Atlanta also boasts a top 10 bullpen in terms of earned run average, while the Mets bullpen ranks much lower, sitting at 25th in the league. While the Mets and their plus money offer some appeal, given that they are fighting tooth and nail to stay in the wild card race, the Braves have been playing the better baseball as the season nears its conclusion. They've closed the gap not only on the Mets but also on the Diamondbacks. Chris Sale has been a standout performer in the National League this season, and when you're chasing a postseason berth, he's exactly the kind of pitcher you want on the mound. With a home crowd behind them, I expect the Braves to take control early, applying pressure on Peterson and knocking him out of the game as soon as possible. Therefore, the Atlanta Braves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Braves, relying on their ace Chris Sale, are poised for a low-scoring affair right from the opening pitch. The Mets offense will be tasked with navigating a Braves lineup that averages 4.37 runs per game, while Peterson is expected to deliver several solid innings on the mound. However, Sale should be able to stifle the Mets' bats as well, building on his recent performances where he allowed only 3 runs across 3 starts. His ability to induce weak contact and rack up strikeouts should keep the Mets' offense at bay throughout the game. Peterson, despite his occasional struggles, has been one of the best starting options for the Mets in recent weeks, while Chris Sale has emerged as one of the most dominant pitchers in Major League Baseball this season. If I had to choose between betting on Peterson or Sale, I wouldn't hesitate to take the under. The only concern lies in whether the Braves' offense catches fire when Sale takes the mound, especially considering they've averaged 12.5 runs in his last 2 starts. That said, I'm confident Peterson can limit Atlanta's offense enough to keep the game in check. Sale, on the other hand, will likely control the game, mirroring what we saw from him on Tuesday. The Braves are 91-59 on the under this season, and they've gone 6-2 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, the Mets have struggled offensively, scoring 2 runs or fewer in 3 of their last 4 outings. All signs point to this being a low-scoring game, with both starting pitchers playing pivotal roles in limiting the scoring chances. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.